Jason Rzucidlo reporting for AmericaJR.com, joined by entertainment attorney Richard Rattner. How are you today?
Just fine. How are you?
Very well. So first, can you tell me a little bit about your career in the entertainment business?
Well, the career in the entertainment business really is started when I was younger. Of course, I played in some bands, but when I got into the practice of law, I had a lot of friends that were involved in music. A lot of people that played in groups. A lot of them were jazz players, and as a result, they asked me to start teaching a course at Wayne State University on the business of music. I didn't know much about it at the time, and studied a little bit and took over the class several years ago. I told them that I'd do it for a few years to help them out because they were really just starting the jazz studies program at Wayne State University. It turned out that I never wanted to leave. I've been doing it ever since.
All right. What are your thoughts on Michigan's 42% tax incentive for the film industry?
I think it's terrific. I think it's terrific because not only does it have to do with film, but it also allows us to do the solid second unit work and other types of work that help this state. Added to that, you have the painters and the carpenters and the electricians and the plumbers. All of those people are employed by the industry, the movie industry. You know, this area was always a good area for production, in music especially. In the heyday of the car industry in the last part of the 20th century, when GM and Ford and Chrysler were at their top, we had a tremendous amount of talent in this town, and did a lot of industrial music. We did a lot of advertising. We did a lot of post-production work, and those are the types of things that the movie credit helps us take part in now. And of course, it adds the most important element, which is needed jobs.
All right. Can you give me a preview of your upcoming speech at the Wayne State Oakland Center next week?
Well, I'm glad you asked that because I was just talking to one of the organizers of the event and realizing that we only have about an hour to talk, and probably part of that hour is going to be devoted to questioning. My intent is to go over some basics and parameters of what the performing artist should really concern him or herself with in the industry. And that involves looking at and approaching contracts that they're probably not used to reading. Very importantly, the issue of copyright. And also protecting any type of intellectual property that they can create. Don't forget that the artist, the performing artist, is a creator. And the most important thing for that person to create is to delegate other jobs that are more suited to accountants and lawyers and agents to those people so that the artist, is free to create.
Okay. What would be your advice to students maybe graduating in film and who are looking for their first job?
Well, at this point in time, you should canvass every single production and post-production house you can find on the internet and otherwise. And I would get a foot in the door any place you can. Work any place you can. This is a tough industry. It's always been a tough industry, but you can't even get into it and go forward in it unless you're a part of it. So my advice to students getting out of school is to get a job, and if you're lucky enough to get a job in the industry you want to get it in, you're in good shape.
All right. Do you think students would be better off staying in Michigan or going to the Los Angeles area?
Well, there's no doubt that the Los Angeles area and other areas of the country have a plethora of jobs in the movie industry, but that doesn't mean that Michigan is not a fertile ground for jobs. It might even be that the student who graduates from a Michigan college or a college near Michigan may even be better off in this area because of the contacts that person has made over a period of time and because of the contacts they've made in college. There's a lot of contacts made in college that you can't overlook. And if you are situated in Michigan, you just might find a home in Michigan. You know, there are a lot of screenwriters here. There are people who make very high high quality movies here, and now with the credit and the tax credit that we're all enjoying at the moment, anyway, that even makes it more attractive to stay here. So you can't overlook your hometown, and you can't overlook the contacts you make that you maybe don't have in other places like New York, Chicago, LA, or Nashville.
All right. What is your average day like as an entertainment attorney?
Well, my day is spent in a lot of other areas of the law other than entertainment. I have specific clients that I handle in entertainment, and I don't do 100% entertainment law. So I don't want to mislead you there. But I as a teacher and a professor, adjunct professor at Wayne State, and also someone who does have several clients in the industry, I am working hard for them when the need arises. You should understand that, and this we'll be talking about this. You should understand that the entertainment attorney here in this town does not take the place of an agent, and doesn't take the place of a manager, and doesn't take the place of an accountant. An attorney is an attorney. Now, there are attorneys who spend more time in entertainment and therefore take on more of a managerial role. My method of operation doesn't include that. I like my clients to get different experts in different fields.
Okay. What is your most proud accomplishment in the entertainment business?
My most proud accomplishment? Well, it would have to do with representing certain clients and their successes, and I really can't talk about that because that's their business, not mine. But that's what gives me a great thrill, and that is to professionally advise my clients so that they might see their way clear to be a success in whatever industry, whatever performing industry they're in.
Okay, so back to your speech. Is it going to be open to the public or only Wayne State students and graduates?
You know, Jason, I really don't know the answer to this. That's a good question. I was under the impression this was to Wayne State University, but it may be open to everybody. You may know more than me.
Do you happen to know how much it costs to attend, or is it free of charge?
I don't know that either. It's a reception at the Oakland Center for Wayne State University on Wednesday, the 17th, starting at 5:30. We're going to be talking at about 6 to 7, but I don't know those particulars. I'm sorry.
Okay. Anything else you would like to mention about the entertainment business, the film industry, anything of that nature?
Well, I want to mention something about Wayne State University, which is probably as good a resource as this area could ever hope to have. Wayne State is servicing and educating a tremendous amount of very talented artists in all fields. We have many great public universities in this state, and we're lucky to have them. The three biggest being Wayne, Michigan, and Michigan State. All of them do a terrific job. So we have a lot of talent here, a lot of natural resources, if you will, and we can be very proud of living here. And you can make a success of yourself here in the arts. So it's important that we understand the value that we have in this state.
All right, thanks a lot. It was nice speaking with you today, and we look forward to your speech.
Thank you very much for taking the time.